So apparently the Detroit Lions with the Eagles, the 49ers, and a couple other teams, I'll try to remember putting it on the screen. Diana Rossini, excuse me, reports that the Lions and the Eagles and the 49ers, and there may be some other teams, are calling the Bengals about Cameron Britt-Taylor, last year of his rookie deal, Trey Henderson, linebacker Logan Wilson, or some combination of those players the Lions could be asking about ahead of the trade deadline, which is Tuesday. Okay, I think it's Tuesday. All right, election day. You Detroiters, get out there and vote. Research. You have everything at the palm of your hand or at the tip of your fingertips when we're talking about voting. Okay, y'all have everything. That phone. Get out there, research your candidates, and get out there and vote. All right, this is your most important election when it comes to your local officials. You know, your homeowner, business owner, aspiring homeowner, city of Detroit, very important. If you want to keep your, and let me say this too. I don't want to get too deep into it in this video. There are so many great programs for people with no or low credit or that's struggling and all. It's so many great programs out there, and I feel like I should have went to the cleaners. I don't know if I'm gonna come back with enough time. Probably not. But I really want to bring some more clothes back to the cleaners, which is crazy. But nonetheless, it's important. It's very important. All right. It's very, very important that you get out there and you vote. So hopefully I'll do that. But but how long ago with this? But yeah, them going after those guys. I think it's smart on the Lions' behalf to go after those guys. The Eagles, they everywhere. They're constantly trying to improve. The Eagles is constantly, it's Myles Garrett, but if they're really looking for cornerback help, I mean, shout out to them. Maybe they don't really trust in, Terrion's Arnold's shoulder. Maybe they don't trust in a few guys, or Reed's hamstring. Maybe they figure if it happened again, we got somebody we can ease into our system. So that could be the case. So, I mean, my bad to stop at the cleaners. I did stop, and I need to come back and drop something off. But yeah, man, I just think, at the end of the day, Eagles, they stay making moves, being aggressive. And Lions, when you start talking about Cameron Britt-Taylor corners, I think, when you deal with hamstrings and shoulders, I kind of think I understand why. I understand why they probably like, okay, we ain't going to be able to find a quality corner after the trade deadline, more than likely. So, I like the Isaiah Kidd and all those, but let's go out there and shore that up. So for them kind of maybe possibly be in the mix with Trey Hendrickson, I think that's dope. Maybe you get him on a rental year and you try to close the deal with him on the roster this year and you try to push them. And that's going to make them deadlier. Lee McNeil came back. I think I didn't talk about that enough. The push that he got in the middle of that defense. I mean, when I was seeing him, talk about, baseball at the Tigers game and give an update, he looked jacked. He looked like he was in like great shape. Like he looked very muscular, lean, and so with him getting a push on the inside and Tyleik Williams and DJ Reed, where they can rotate and keep each other fresh. That defensive line, which looked thin, it would look strong. It would look very, very strong. And then, next draft, you probably thinking like, I think and in my opinion, I think you're thinking left tackle pretty soon. You got to be thinking left tackle. If you feel like Manu Giovanni can be that guy, so be it. But I think you're going to start seeing Lions think left tackle, edge next year. And some of the guys that they could have got to help on the defensive line, they're not playing well. The Mike Green guy, he ain't doing too well in Baltimore. And sometimes it takes time to catch on. Shamar Stewart, I missed a few games this season, only got one tackle or one sack or something like that. So, Yeah, some of the guys be like, oh, they should have got. I mean, even the kid down there in Atlanta, what is he doing? I liked him a lot. James Pierce, from Tennessee. So, at the end of the day, I think at some point we got to trust Brad. But I even see like situations in where people still question people who actually won a championship. Like, it's like you win a championship and it's like, okay, we erased that out of our memories. You got to do it again. And when you don't do it again, 1-2 seasons, then people want your job. In this sport, it's impossible to win it every year. So, but them being in the mix for those caliber guys, I like it. I don't know much about if they in the mix for Logan Wilson or the linebacker, but I think that was just the 3 names that's been out there. So, I like Trey Hendrickson. That would put them over the fucking top. That would put them over the top. So, but if they can get it done, they can get it done. It may happen. But I think also with Trey Hendrickson trade, it shows that they probably not getting Davenport back. Because it went from late November, early December. Now it went to we're optimistic that he's going to come back. I mean, we already know he's going good for a player 3, and then he out for the season. So, at the end of the day, if he done everything to get his body and it's just falling apart, it just wasn't meant to be a National Football League player. So I think we all can understand that. He just wasn't meant to be. And ultimately, it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. But I look at Lee McNeil, he came back jacked. You look at Marcus Davenport, like, you even picking up weights for real? You really making sacrifices and making life changes? Like, it don't seem like it, but, it is what it is, right? So, but hit the link tree. Follow me everywhere. But, I like a lot of the guys they speaking on and getting it. But the 49ers, of course, they should be in the mix. They got so many damn injuries. So it doesn't surprise me they're in the mix. And who else you got? The Eagles, the Eagles always on the mix. They got AJ Brown and ain't happy. That's a bargaining chip. Apparently they ain't happy with Jalen Carter neither right now. So we'll see what it is with them. But hey, hit the link tree. First link in the description. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Appreciate the love, support. Appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. I appreciate y'all. But other than that, let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.